In today's episode, we are going to talk about Anansi, the West African god of wisdom. We are going to talk about how he came to be, how people worshipped him, how he influenced people's lives. He's the most popular trickster figure in West African folklore. Webs symbolize knowledge and wisdom. His name in the Akan language means clever or skillful. Among the Ashanti people, he was considered the god of wisdom, and his symbol, the spider, represents patience, diligence, resourcefulness, and wisdom. These characteristics are exhibited in his folktales, which teach important lessons while entertaining listeners. It will really help us grow and bring you more videos about West African mythology, so kindly hit the like button, share, and subscribe. In these stories, Anansi uses his wit and intelligence to outsmart his opponents and achieve his goals. Many people still build altars to honor him, and some even travel to Ghana to visit the Lake Basuntwi, where it is said that Anansi's spirit resides. At the lake, people make offerings of food and drink, and some even sacrifice animals in order to gain Anansi's favor. Animal sacrifice can be a controversial topic, and some people may disagree with it on ethical or religious grounds. It is not representative of all beliefs and practices associated with Anansi or West African religions as a whole. Different individuals and communities may have different beliefs and practices regarding animal sacrifice, and it is important to respect those differences. They believe that he can help them with problems such as bad luck, illness, or financial difficulties. Your support helps us continue to produce videos about West African mythology and other topics. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to learn more about West African mythology, check out our other videos. Thanks for watching. Let's continue. In return, they ask for his blessings, guidance, or protection. In some cases, people also consult Anansi for wisdom and advice. They believe that he is all-knowing and that he can help them make difficult decisions or solve complex problems. In these cases, people may perform rituals or ceremonies to ask for his guidance, and they believe that they will receive his message through dreams or visions. For example, in one story, Anansi tricks the other gods into letting him take their powers for a single night. It is considered a sacred site where people go to pay homage to the god. At the lake, people perform rituals and make offerings to Anansi, usually in the form of food and drink. Sometimes they also sacrifice animals such as goats or chickens. These offerings are meant to show respect and gratitude to Anansi for his blessings and protection. In addition to the offerings, people may also perform ceremonies and rituals to ask for Anansi's help in specific situations, such as when they are facing financial difficulties, health problems, or other challenges in life. During the ceremonies, people may chant prayers and songs to Anansi and ask for his guidance and assistance. They may also offer thanks to Anansi for his blessings and protection. With these powers, he brings rain to the people, something they haven't seen in a long time. Some people may choose to honor him in other ways, such as through prayer, meditation, or acts of kindness and charity. However, for some people, animal sacrifice is an important part of their religious beliefs and practices. They believe that sacrificing an animal is necessary to show their devotion and receive Anansi's blessings. The specific rituals and practices may vary depending on the individual or community, but they all share a common goal of honoring and respecting Anansi, the god of wisdom and trickery. When the sun rises and his allotted time is up, he gives the powers back to their owners and is rewarded with praise and gratitude from the people. This story shows Anansi's intelligence and resourcefulness, as he is able to outsmart the other gods and bring much-needed rain to the people. He is also respected by the people because he is able to use his powers wisely and responsibly. Overall, Anansi is a complex and interesting character who embodies important values such as patience, diligence, resourcefulness, and wisdom. Before Anansi became a god, he was just an ordinary man. One day, while Anansi was traveling through the forest, he saw a group of hunters preparing to go hunting. Oftentimes, these stories include supernatural beings such as gods and goddesses who interact with humans and influence their lives. One such deity is Onanaki, a West African god whose name translates to mean spider or trickster. According to legend, Anansi was not always a god. He was once a mere human who gained godlike status after tricking a giant python into helping him gather food for his village. Impressed by Anansi's bravery and cunning, The other gods granted him the power to shapeshift into a spider, which has become his most recognizable form. As a god, Anansi became known for his wisdom and intelligence. He was revered for his ability to outsmart his opponents and solve complex problems. Because of this reputation, people began to build shrines and altars in his honor. Altars are structures that are used to hold objects, often religious in nature. They can be found in various shapes and sizes, from simple household altars to large stone monuments. In the case of Anansi, altars were built in both homes and public spaces, such as crossroads or marketplaces. These altars served as a way for people to connect with Anansi and seek his blessings. People would leave offerings of food, drink, or money on the altar as a way of showing their devotion and asking for his help in their everyday lives. Some people also built shrines dedicated to Anansi in their homes. These shrines often included statues or paintings of Anansi, as well as objects that symbolized his powers and wisdom, such as webs or spiders. Shrines allowed individuals to have a more personal connection with Anansi, and they were often used to pray for guidance or protection. Many people also believed that Anansi could help them in times of trouble or danger, and they would turn to him for assistance when facing difficult situations. Overall, the altars and shrines built in honor of Anansi reflect his importance in West African culture. He was not only a god of wisdom and intelligence, but also a source of strength and protection for those who sought his help. His followers built altars in both public and private spaces as a way of connecting with him and receiving his blessings. These altars served as a reminder of Anansi's power and wisdom, and they allowed people to seek his guidance and protection in their everyday lives. Anansi asked them if he could accompany them, and they agreed. After they had gone deep into the forest, Anansi told them that he wanted to use the bathroom, so they went ahead while he stayed behind. While the hunters were gone, Anansi found a royal python and tricked it into becoming his slave. Once the python accepted Anansi's authority, he commanded it to change its skin color, so it would blend in with the sky and hunt for birds for him to eat. The python did as it was told, and returned with many fresh birds for Anansi to devour. Anansi was so pleased with the python that he allowed it to keep some of the birds for itself. The next day, when the hunters returned and saw the python with the birds, they were amazed and asked it to help them hunt as well. The python refused, saying that it was the slave of a great wizard who lived in the sky. It warned the hunters not to try to catch it or kill it, or else they would face the wrath of the wizard from the sky. When the hunters returned home without any game, they told everyone about the amazing wizard living in the sky and the terrible python that guarded him. Soon, everyone in the village wanted to meet this mysterious wizard. They all went into the forest to look for the python, but they couldn't find it anywhere. The hunters told them that they should ask the trickster Anansi for help, because he was the one who had befriended the python. Everyone went to Anansi and begged him to take them to the wizard in the sky, but he pretended to be too scared and refused to go. Only the village chief insisted, and eventually Anansi agreed to lead the way. When they found the python, Anansi told the villagers to hide behind him. Then he approached the python and began to argue with it. The python got angry and tried to strike Anansi, but he was too quick and agile and kept dodging its attacks. As the fight continued, Anansi noticed that the python's tail was not moving. So he told the villagers to grab onto the tail and pull it towards them. The python tried to stop them, but it was too late. The villagers overpowered it and dragged it back to the village. From that day on, the villagers stopped hunting and instead began to farm the land. This was because they realized that they didn't need to hunt anymore since the python provided them with enough meat to eat. In addition, they also began to honor Anansi, the trickster, who had helped them defeat the python and bring them food. He became the hero of the story and earned the respect and admiration of everyone in the village. How people gave him sacrifices and built altars in his name, and how, even today, modern people continue to worship him and give sacrifices to his altars. Before we start, please take time to subscribe and support us. The word Anansi means trickster or spider. Anansi is usually represented as a spider because of its ability to spin webs that capture prey. To make sense of the world around them, people throughout history have invented many myths and legends. Today, Anansi continues to be worshipped by millions of people across Africa and in the diaspora. As mentioned earlier, the Lake Bosumtwi in Ghana is believed to be the home of Anansi's spirit. While animal sacrifices are common in many religions, including those in West Africa, it is important to note that not all people who worship Anansi practice animal sacrifice. While some people do practice animal sacrifice in the name of Anansi, it is important to note that not all followers of Anansi condone or participate in these practices. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to like and subscribe.